The moment is finally here. 3.0 came out much earlier than we all expected. I thought it was going to actually release on time at 10 a.m. Japanese Standard Time on the 15th, which would have been 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the 14th. However, I guess it released at like 6 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time on the 14th. This video is going to be my first initial breakdown of everything that we have in 3.0, including the things they didn't tell us about in the announcement trailer. I will link the patch notes from Nintendo down in the description if you guys want to read them, as well as what is essentially going to be the same thing from Animal Crossing World from their blog post that they did. First, we're going to talk about the hotel. In order to unlock this, you do need to have your museum upgraded on your island, and you do need to have Cap'n, meaning that I believe you need to have found Brewster. Not 100% sure. I know you at the very least need to have the museum upgraded and you need to have Cap'n on your island. Someone said that their museum was still a tent and they had Cap'n on their island. I don't know how that's possible, but that's just me. I didn't look into it. Obviously, it requires Cap'n because his whole family comes here. You can start the process right away as soon as you start talking to them. And what's funny is that Tom Nook will actually give you different flavor text depending on if you have the Happy Home Paradise DLC and if you finished it or not. I have it and I have finished it. I am showing all this footage from my launch island. So he said that he knows I'm good at decorating because of all the work that I've done with Lottie. Somebody who doesn't have the DLC told me in a Discord server that Nook referred to how good they are at decorating inside of their home. And I think if you have the DLC but haven't finished it, I think it says something probably relevant to that as well regarding the DLC, but I don't know. Once you've done enough hotel rooms, I believe you have to complete the initial 8 plus the VIP room, which VIP rooms are unlocked via amiibo, but you get like the first one for free. You can then go back and redo your hotel rooms, change the sizes and all that good stuff, assuming you have Happy Home Paradise. But it is much like Happy Home Paradise in that regard. Elements like the partition walls, columns, and counters carry over from Happy Home Paradise as well. You cannot change the hotel room sizes unless you have done the school at Happy Home Paradise, which unlocks the ability to change room sizes. You can do 2 rooms per day, but that's alright because if you time travel ahead, you can do more. Hotel guests will stay for 1 day and they will check out the following day. Each room theme I thought originally correlated to a villager type, but I think that that's incorrect because for the first room that we all did, I think everybody got a lazy villager. My villager was Big Top. Other people said they had like Filbert and Poppy and other lazies, but then when I was doing some time traveling, I saw that Buzz was staying in the seaside room, like the first one that we did, and he's cranky. So I don't know. I don't really think it matters. It might depend on their preferred room interior type or favorite colors, or maybe it's just random. I don't really think it matters though. Tourists will remember you if you talk to them. Like if they lived on your island previously, they will remember living on your island, similar to if you invite them to the Roost for coffee. And they will even show up at the Roost, as well as group stretching and doing other things on your island, which is really fun. You can change the outfits on the mannequins that are at the front of the hotel as well. You will unlock this about a day or so after doing the rooms. You can change the outfits to literally anything that's in your inventory. You can put every single thing on there, from tops to bottoms, socks, shoes, glasses, headwear, everything. I'm assuming that some stuff might not work, like wigs or helmet type items. I haven't really tried that yet. I just made more winterized versions of them with like the fleece coats and stuff. And you can also take everything from the mannequin and wear it as well. And your friends can if you have them visit you, just like in the trailer. Of course, you have the crafting milestones that you can drop off at the box next to Cap'n's boat. He will also give you extra tickets when you reach certain crafting milestones, and there's a Nook Miles goal card for this, of course, because why wouldn't there be? And if you send him customized DIYs, like if you made a DIY and customize it, you get extra hotel tickets as well. There does not appear to be a hard limit on items that you can craft and send out with Cap'n, and it just goes by whatever DIYs you've already unlocked. This includes food as well. Of course, like I said earlier, there are new Nook Miles achievements, one for decorating hotel rooms, the other one for sending out DIYs like I mentioned, and there's apparently one for convincing a tourist to book a hotel room, which I haven't unlocked yet, but you'll, I guess, find random villagers wandering around who are tourists, and they will not be staying at the hotel, and you have to convince them to stay. The shop items that Grams sells that are available out on the floor are discounted, which is really cool. Much like the regular catalog and the one at Happy Home Paradise, you are capped to ordering 5 items per day from the hotel catalog. They arrive the following day in the mail, much like anything else. You will get a letter in the mail upon first opening your game, assuming that you've met the requirements to unlock the hotel, that talks about the hotel. You'll also get one from Luna that talks about Slumber Islands. And I believe there may have been one from Resetti as well, I can't remember, or about like the Resetti service. I saw Resetti on my first initial day playing this update. A lot of people couldn't find him, or like he just wasn't on their islands. For me, he was wandering around on the beach right near the dock. The service is essentially what Nintendo explained in the trailer, although you can also talk to Isabella at Resident Services to summon him to do resets as well. Resetting costs 60,000 bells per day, but you can use it as many times in one day as you want to. I don't know at this point what unlocks him. Regarding Slumber Islands, as mentioned previously, you do need to have Nintendo Online and be able to access the internet in order to go to a Slumber Island. You access it the same way as dreaming by sleeping in your bed, and there's a new option to go to the Slumber Island world. You can build with your friends or have it generate a dodo code for people that you're not friends with to come and build with you. Some things are restricted when you're building with friends, such as the ability to decorate your house from the top-down view. I haven't done this with a friend yet, but this is just what I've heard from online. You can call your past villagers to come to the Slumber Island, but you cannot place down their houses or any other buildings, and they do not talk. They will only emote when you go up and interact with them. For me specifically, I noticed that I only had 3 of the Sanrio villagers in my past villager list when I had all 6 of them living on my island at one point. Not like all 6 together, but all of them lived there, so I don't know where the other 3 are. I went through the list several times. Unfortunately, you cannot use amiibo to invite new villagers to the Slumber Island. You also can't invite NPCs, obviously, like the Able Sisters or Tom Nook. I think the amiibo thing is a missed opportunity because it would have been nice to invite new people to wander around, but also at the end of the day, if you can't place down their houses or do any more decorating beyond the outside and an inside version of your own home, what's the point? You can talk to Lloyd, and like they showed in the trailer, you can place infrastructure with him as well as demolish things. He's also how you will move your house around on the Dream Island and gives you the opportunity to place down pitfall seeds. Custom designs are saved separately to each Slumber Island independently of those on your main island. You can bring over designs from your main island fairly easily through the Custom Designs app on your Nook phone. However, you cannot connect to the Custom Design portal on a Slumber Island, which is really unfortunate. You can create new designs. You can go in and make new designs yourself as well as carry over ones that you have on your own island to this one, but I'm not good at that. I don't have the talent. So I'm just going to be bringing over designs from my main island, and I guess I'm just going to have to deal with it. To make terraforming easier, there are new walking mechanics that you can use while you are in design mode as well as outside of design mode. You'll first learn about this when opening up the construction app for the first time after updating your game. If you hold down the L1 button on your controller, you can do a little hop, and then it will basically snap you to the grid, and you'll be able to do all of the sidestepping and backstepping and whatnot outside, which is really neat. Very helpful. I like it to be able to snap to the grid and place down items in specific places as well as using it for terraforming. It makes things go by way quicker. Some random little aside things here. Pocket Camp items have been added permanently to the Nook shopping catalog. Remember how I did that video a while ago where if you didn't link your Pocket Camp to New Horizons with your Nintendo account or whatever prior to Pocket Camp Complete coming out, that you wouldn't get those items like the campsite sign and the t-shirt and the phone case and all that? Well, Nintendo has added them in permanently into Nook shopping for those of you who were not able to access them prior. You can also buy 50 customization kits from Nook's Cranny in addition to the regular one 1 and 5. However, we cannot bulk buy Nook Miles tickets nor bulk buy anything other than 5 items from Leaf or other things in the cabinet at Nook's Cranny, so I think that's a big missed opportunity, especially with the Nook Miles tickets. That bothers me. Like we knew before, you can cook, craft, and customize from storage, meaning that it will pull your customization kits from storage. You can also craft and cook in bulk, with the max number being 10 items. This is especially good for fish bait because it's just going to lump all of your manila clams into the one stack of 10 fish bait. If you talk to Isabel about changing your island tune or flag, she will suggest stuff for you now. She can suggest that you change your flag back to the original one that you had when starting the game, and if you go through suggestions for your island tune, she'll cycle through the 3 default ones that we have. Leaf's weeding service was finally fixed. He can remove weeds now if there are 30 or more, and the fee for removing those weeds is reduced from what it was prior. I can't remember what the fee was. I did a video about Leaf at one point, as well as everything you can do at Harv's Island, but for the life of me, I've never used his weeding service because prior you couldn't even use it. It was unavailable because the amount of weeds that needed to spawn on your island was impossible in order for him to be able to do it. So now if you have 30 or more weeds on your island, he will do his weeding service. Also, we can place flowers and shrubs and trees in our storage. You can do this via Resetti's reset service or on your own time. They do not stack. Obviously, it's just the individual one. It definitely depends on the use case. We have the collab items from Lego as well as the Zelda and Splatoon ones. I don't have those amiibos, so I will not be talking about them, as well as the Switch 2 upgrade pack because I don't have a Switch 2 yet. There are also the new gaming consoles that you can get through the hotel kiosk once you've done enough at the hotel. If you have Nintendo Online, you can play games on them. If you don't, I guess they're just good for decoration. Let me know what your thoughts are on the update down below. Do you like it? How do you feel? I'm underwhelmed about the Slumber Island thing because of the limitations that have been placed on it regarding designing, specifically with the custom designs and the cap on certain things that you can do with your friends. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the update. I do think the hotel is fun. Anyway, that's the basics of 3.0. Thank you guys so much for watching, though. I really hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Please leave any comments, feedback, and suggestions down below. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!